My name is TKiechleFinalCSC. In this video tutorial, I'll be talking about the impact of digital forensics. Digital forensics is the process of investigating or uncovering electric data found in digital devices. In my video, I will be describing the purpose, effects and impacts, technical aspects, relationships to data, and I'll show you where I got all of my information from, my references. Also, in this video tutorial, I'll be touching base on some of the techniques I used which helped me make this website. First, I'm going to indicate the name of the innovation I have and provide a description of its intended purpose, such as the problems that it solved, the opportunity it created, and the discovery that it made possible. I will do this specifically so that my audience has a better idea about what digital forensics is. Digital forensics is the science of recovering and investigating material found on digital devices. Digital forensics includes several sub-branches, and I have a picture here to show you what each of those sub-branches are. These include computer forensics, forensic data analysis, network forensics, and mobile device forensics. Society has started to rely heavily on electric devices. Because of this, the crime level has increased. Luckily, digital forensics is a way to help solve cyber crimes and use it as evidence in the courtroom. Digital forensics analysis retrieve deleted files from electric devices and use it as evidence. Information that can be retrieved includes old emails, chats, Google search terms, and other data that could have taken place years before the investigation. Below here is a video that I made to help my audience understand what digital forensics is and why we use it. To make this video, I used my cell phone. I then emailed myself the videos that I used to the YouTube video editor, and I cropped them and deleted parts that I did and did not want. I got the music in the beginning also from the
Camtasia
YouTube
will export
editor,
it.
and that's where I published this video. Digital forensics is the preservation, identification, extraction, interpretation, and documentation of computer evidence which can be used in the court of law.
I believe that digital forensics is a great contribution to our society. It helps to eliminate crime and it impacts citizens to do the right thing due to the ability to recover deleted files.
Basically, what happened in this video was people using digital devices such as their computers and cell phones. These are the devices that digital forensics uses to retrieve their information from. Here, on the next page, we're going to talk about the effects and impacts of digital forensics. This innovation has been very beneficial to our society. It has helped to retrieve deleted evidence during cases like theft of intellectual property, financial fraud, and cybercrime. Digital forensics makes it possible to search large amounts of data quickly and efficiently. The top right picture here that I have is a graph, and this graph shows that e-crime investigations have increased drastically throughout the years and how we should be thankful to have digital forensics as a way to help solve these crimes. Here it lists all the years up until 2013. Here you can see that all of the investigations have definitely increased. Even though digital forensics is beneficial, it can also be harmful. It's very expensive, and unfortunately, we pay through the hours. Sometimes it takes a while to report, which can cost up to 15 hours that you're paying for. Not only is it expensive, it's also hard because new people have a hard time understanding exactly what it is and how it works. People don't quite understand what digital forensics is yet. So when it is used in the courtroom, people don't understand if this information is reliable. Digital forensics does have a major impact on society. This technique comes in handy during any cyber crimes. It helps to retrieve any deleted emails, web browsing activities, temporary word processing documents, image files, etc. As technology increases, so does the field of digital forensics because it's also creating new jobs. Society has realized how much of an impact digital forensics has on us. Here is a graph that I made. This graph shows how the public does think that digital forensics has had a large impact on society. I actually created this graph in Google Sheets. I entered in questions about digital forensics, and my classmates, as well as my outside friends, had answered them. All of this information actually went onto Google Sheets, and after receiving all of the information, Google Sheets helped me convert the information into a graph. So here's the graph, and as you can tell, it's based off of the scale from 0 to 5. 0 means that digital forensics has a low impact on society based on their opinions, and 5 means that it has a high impact. As you can tell, most people voted between a 3 to a little bit over a 4.5 range, meaning that the public mostly thinks that digital forensics does have a high impact on society. A field that digital forensics has impacted tremendously is the law. The justice system has been able to bring in evidence found by digital forensics into the courtroom to help prove cases. This new form of evidence helps prove if someone is guilty or not using this method. Cyber crimes happen daily, and we are lucky to have digital forensics to help limit and solve them. Here on the next page is technical aspects of digital forensics. I'm going to describe how a user interacts with digital forensics. First, there are 3 stages. These stages include imaging of exhibits, analysis, and reporting. Imaging is the capturing of an image on the digital device memory and creating a duplicate. Below here is a video that's very beneficial if you're interested in how digital forensics really works. I'll play a little tip from it.
Upon the size of the forensic image. If you see right now, it is giving me elapsed time over here, and it is doing the indexing and filtering and analysis of the different contents of my.
This picture right here shows a bunch of different electronic devices and them being looked at by an analysis to retrieve information. I believe that digital forensics involves both programming and algorithms. Certain programs are needed in order for the FBI and others working with digital forensics. Without these programs, digital forensics would not be able to track cybercrime and we would not have it today. Digital forensics incorporates algorithms because there are rules that we must be following when dealing with this innovation. As for digital forensics relationships to data, it takes hidden files and turns them into credible sources. There are 3 types of data that are focused on during recovery. These 3 types of data include active data, archival data, and latent data. A concern that people always have is about how safe their information is. People are always alarmed that the government or hackers may be hacking their files. It's not unheard of that people get their identities stolen, and it's a major concern of society today. Right here, I added a picture of someone's computer that's been hacked, which is exactly what society is worried about. Next, here is my reference page. Here on my reference page, it lists the year that the article or the website was published, the reference, the author, and which source it is. Showing right here, this would be my banner, and this would be my logo. Both of these were made on Pixlr, where I also made my animation, which you could find on the first page of my website. Pixlr is basically a site where you can crop and edit images, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. One of my favorite sites that I got all of my information from was Defiance College. I really actually liked this website because I didn't know much about digital forensics when I first got assigned this topic. So it actually helped me to learn a lot about it, a lot of background information and whatnot. It also helped me understand how analysts recover files and the process that they go through to retrieve the information when they were looking for. Also, the way that I built this website, I used HTML, and that's in my file manager here. This is where I went to my impacts page and I put in all the information for the impacts, etc. I also had a style sheet, which would be this right here, and I actually have it pulled up already. So this is my style sheet, and basically what my style sheet is, it's where all my colors came from, my background, the size of my font, my text, my pictures, and everything. A lot of my pictures I happen to edit on Pixlr Editor. This helped me resize the pictures and crop them. I basically learned a lot from this course. I would have never been able to make a website without all of this information. I really hope that you liked learning about digital forensics and you come back to learn about more. Thank you. In order to better understand digital forensics, please check out the website I created. The link is below.